Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Boy do I got a banger for y'all today. Today we're gonna discuss one of the craziest gym stories I had. So to paint the picture, I was close to 25 years of age. I was working at a very famous gym in my area. It's supposed to be the most bougie gym in the area. Only people with proper money who could throw away 300 plus for a gym membership go to this area. The gym was nice, right? It had a big ass pool. As a matter of fact, they had multiple pools. I think it had like 4, maybe 5 pools. They had jacuzzis in the locker rooms. They had all kinds of shit. So this was something that I didn't expect to see there. To paint the picture, I was working there for the sole purpose of getting ass. And I'm just keeping it a bill. Previously, when I was a teenager, I worked there in the past, and I always had a very high success ratio of getting with the girls. So I kind of wanted to recreate that, and I figured, hey, if I go there as an adult where I'm even more handsome, even bigger than I was, like, surely it's gonna be a good time. And if we ever decide to continue season 2 of the craziest dating stories, boy do I got fucking hella stories from that gym. Even a threesome happened from that gym. But in today's video, we're just gonna focus on what I saw. What I saw was crazy enough. So this was maybe my second, third month working there. To paint a picture, we worked in the front desk, or I worked in the front desk. So anytime a person comes to the gym, they have to scan the little card to get in. I greet them. Half the time I'm fucking about in the computer there, watching videos and stuff. Unless it's a cute chick, then I try to mac her up. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And so I already had a couple baddies that were good prospects. And like I said, if I ever decide to go to season 2 on the craziest dating stories, and if you haven't seen them, I suggest you watch them. I have a playlist going on, and I'll include a couple videos of that at the end. I suggest you watch them. They're really fucking top-notch quality videos. But I noticed that there are some fucking dickheads who go into that gym with entitlement, and I don't put up with anyone, because like I said, I'm already there to get ass, and by this point I already had prospects. I already had girls on my phone. I'm like, I already accomplished my mission. I'm not even using the gym, dog. I'm only there for fun. So I wasn't overly concerned of losing the job. And I remember this one particular day, I was best friends with most of the male trainers, the personal trainers, because they all respected me. I was the big man on campus, right? Even though I'm not a bodybuilder or whatnot, they all know that during that time I was actively competing in MMA, and they all put respect on my name. And so I vividly remember when this one guy, we're gonna call him George. When George came by the front desk and basically told me that there was a fucking guy, dude, a fucking member in the men's locker room. And the men's locker room is for the ages 13 and up. There was a guy in the men's locker room choking the chicken, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you heard me right. He was beating his fucking meat. And apparently he was being so loud and stupid about it with the sounds that were coming out of his mouth. I'm not trying to say moans to get this video demonetized or flagged, but you feel me? Like, this dude was being mad loud with it, brother. And to make matters worse, the showers were nice, right? You did have your own little let's call it a shower, because you could close the proper door behind it, so it's just you. Not like other gym designs where everyone gets to see everyone. You do have your own little door, but the door is see-through. and it's not completely see-through. It's a little bit blurred, but it's see-through enough where if you see an arm moving up and down in a rapid motion, and you combine that with these fucking dude sounds, you know, it doesn't take Albert Einstein to know that this guy is fucking he's beating his meat. And ladies and gentlemen, I have a soft spot for children, man. I think children should never be exposed to anything, man. I don't know if it's a father in me or what, but I don't tolerate any of that shit, dude. That shit to me gets me really agitated and really fast. So the thought of this grown-ass weirdo being that blatant with what the fuck he's doing, and the fact that 13 plus year olds can be in that side of the gym and in that men's locker room, fucking turned me into Super Saiyan 1 right there and then. And the thing is, everyone was catching bitch. Nobody wanted to do shit about it. And the reason nobody wanted to do anything about it, because it's not protocol. Protocol is to call the like big manager, whatever the fuck his name was. His name was Juan or some shit. And he was the one who was gonna decide what happens. But that dude wasn't in the gym. You know what I'm saying? That dude came by whenever the hell he wanted to. So everyone else, the directors and the front desk, the personal trainers, the cleaners, nobody wanted to lift a finger and stop this fucking freak, dude. And I said, y'all are a bunch of fucking pussies. I'ma go in there and I'ma get it done. I'ma stop this dude, bro. Like, ain't no way this is happening. I don't care what the consequences are. I'm not tolerating this, dude. There's no way I'm gonna sit by and watch this happen, dude. Well, I'm not physically watching it yet, but you know, you get the gist. And my speech, I guess, riled up George to agree. He was like, you know what, I'm coming with you. I'm like, if anything happens, man, just stay back, bro. I get you're big, I get you got muscles and whatnot, but you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, with all due respect, you're more of a pretty boy. You're not really about that life. And he was like, no, I'm so happy you said it, man. Yeah, don't let those muscles fool you, man. And I just thought it was like a cool moment I had with George where he was like, yeah, man, I'm basically big for nothing, but I appreciate that. I appreciate you letting me tag along. So I tell my boss, hey, I'm gonna go handle this. If you want to fire me or whatever. But my boss was fired during that time. She was the front desk lead, let's just say. The manager of the front desk, and she was actually like pretty chill. She was like, you do what you gotta do. And that's the thing I really liked about her. We're gonna call her Bethany. Bethany was fire as hell. She was always so supportive of me, man. God bless her heart. So I get my ass up and I'm marching to the men's locker room, and I don't really know what to expect, man, because I'm not gonna catch a fade with a dude who's about to bust, man, because I'm not trying to get that all over me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just every bad scenarios playing in my head. Like, what am I about to walk into? What on earth am I going to see, man? And I ain't even gonna lie, when I was a child and I went swimming, like I had a little swim thing in the YMCA, and in that gym, the men's locker room is completely open design. You don't have your own little place to shower with a closed door and whatnot. You don't have your own little room per se. It's completely open like it was in high school, but I wasn't high school age during that time. I was like 10, and I saw all these old men with this saggy, wrinkly fucking dongs, man. That shit traumatized me. So I'm just thinking right now as a 25-year-old man, like, what on earth am I gonna walk into? Anyways, I walk in there, and dude, everybody knew what was going on, dude. Like, everyone was like in the men's locker room was fucking eavesdropping and eyeballing the shit out of the situation. They all wanted to see what we would do. And I remember that I went outside the dude's door, and by this point the dude wasn't a jackass. He realized they caught on to me stroking the fucking chicken. They caught on to me. So I go in there and I go bam bam bam, sir, you need to step out. And he's like, oh shit, yeah, sure, let me put on my clothes or whatever. And I'm just thinking, like, damn, how does that dude look like who does this kind of stuff? Like, how is his appearance gonna be, man? And he steps out, right? And he's immediately hostile, dude. I ain't even gonna lie. It's something about these weirdos that they're immediately riled up, like they weren't doing anything wrong, like they don't deserve to be treated like that. I don't understand the entitlement of people, and this would be something I would unfortunately see again. This isn't a story that only happened once. It actually happened twice in 2 different gyms I worked at. Anyways, he immediately goes up to the personal trainer and starts getting hostile with him, you know, and like arguing with him, making a big deal. And the personal trainer, like I said, he's a big dude, but he ain't about it, so he starts folding under the pressure. And I'm like, no, hey, this ain't no discussion. This ain't gonna be an argument here. Pack your shit, meet me at the front desk now. And I kind of controlled the situation. I realized that the personal trainer's folding way too quickly. This dude's getting way too bold. I need to nip it in the bud. And so I basically tell the personal trainer, get out of here. You're causing more harm than good. I take him to the side. I'm like, I got this. Just go on. And I see this dude, bro. And I mean, the best way to describe him is, it was like a 5'6", 5'7", white guy, short, blonde hair. I would say really short blonde hair, like damn near buzz cut blonde hair, maybe balding. I don't know. And he's for sure well above the age of 35. I can't imagine he's 40, but maybe he's one of those early 40s that just looks good. Maybe from all the stress relieving he's doing. And damn, he was taking his sweet time to get ready. Like he was drying his hair. He was fucking doing all kinds of shit. And I remember that when he stepped out, he was butt ass naked, so he had to get dressed. And I was ready to pounce on that motherfucker, man. And I was telling him, don't get too close. I'm just focus on what you're doing, and let's go to the front desk. Anyways, I end up walking him out of the men's locker room, and I take him to my boss's office. And I will fucking never forget the look of Bethany's face when I took him in there. Bethany looked at me and straight up said, what the hell is he doing in my office? She did not want, because her office was tiny, dude. She did not want to be locked in with this fucking, I'm not going to call him a pedo, but you know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't want to be locked in with this dude, bro. And so I'm like, all right, hop out. Come to the front desk and scan your card. So he scans his card again. So that way I at least have him identified. I know who he is, and I could make a better report. And I remember telling him, look, man, you need to go. We'll give you a call back later. You know what you did. And, man, he was trying to argue that it's perfectly natural and whatnot. I remember that, again, dude, they have such a sense of entitlement. They don't see how they did anything wrong. It's fucking Teddy bonkers, bro. I don't think I fully understand what goes through someone's head. I'm not saying that most men, 99 or 100% of men, haven't beaten their meat, but in a public place, dude, like, nah, dog, you lost me there, brother. You lost me there, you desperate ass fucking losers. You lost me there. As a matter of fact, I think as a grown man, playing with yourself is despicable, brother. Anyways, I'm digressing. So he ends up scanning, he ends up leaving. Finally, fucking Jose, the big boss, gets in there, and he takes me into his office and basically asks me what happened. I explain the situation. I explained that we had multiple witnesses, because yes, there was multiple people who heard and saw him do that shit. And he ends up blacklisting that guy from all the gyms under our franchise in the area. And believe it or not, after that moment, I was my street cred in that gym went up like dramatically. People kind of saw me more of a hero than just an MMA guy. They kind of understood, like, man, this guy handled shit when nobody wanted to handle it. And I would end up having a lot of really cool stories there, dude. Like, I have a bomb-ass fucking story of a fight I had there, man. And it was a really cool work experience, but, you know, that Batman, The Dark Knight Rises quote, that if you live long enough to see yourself become the villain, some shit like that. that's basically what ended up happening, because I ended up losing that job a couple months after, and they kind of turned my heroic actions against me. But that is a different story. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, the moral of this story, because every story has a moral, and the moral of this story is, do not stand by and wait for others to take action. You have to be the one to lead the pack. You have to be the one to take action. If nobody does nothing, bro, nothing will get done. Think about that quote that they made in World War II. Like, at first it came from for the Bolsheviks or some shit, but I didn't do nothing. Then they came from the Jews, and I didn't do anything. Then they came for the politicians, and I didn't do anything. And when they finally came for me, nobody was around to do anything. And that is the proper moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen. No matter what the consequences are, stick to your values, stick to your morals, and do the right thing, man. Even if nobody's watching, do the right thing. And that's the problem with the world. We have way too many cowards. And remember, the difference between a coward and a hero is that despite feeling the same fear, because both of them feel fear, both of them have emotions, right? The hero still acts. The hero still does what he needs to do. And that's precisely what I want y'all to do, ladies and gentlemen. No matter what situation you may find yourself in your life, do the right thing. Karma is a bitch, dude. Karma is a fucking bitch, dude, who takes notes. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I urge y'all to like, share, comment, and subscribe, because I totally forgot what I was going to urge you to do. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we shall see you all next time, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, man, these videos pretty therapeutic, and they're mainly for me and for the occasional listener who checks them out. If I really wanted views, I'd stick to the shorts. The shorts always do fire on my channel, but you know, I have a feeling that one day these videos will reach the people they need to reach. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. Peace. Deuces.